Happy National Coming Out Day. It's Josser, and I'm going to share my coming out story. Here it is. The first person I wanted to tell was my sister. I had it all planned that night. We were going to go out. We were going to party. We were going to go to the club. I told my sister, she's like, okay, let's do it. Last minute, she cancels on me. So I had already made plans with one of my best friends, Nick G. What up, Nick G? So the plan was to go to Ruby Sky that night and hang out. Nick G was my roommate back then, and he knew there was something on my mind, something that was bothering me. So we're at the club, we're having drinks, we're at the bar. He looks at me, he asks me, there's something going on with you, there's something wrong, what's up? Do you want to tell me something? I'm like, oh, shit. I gotta do it. So I said it. I looked him in the eye and I said, Nick, I'm gay. He gave me a hug. He said, it's okay. I love you. You're still my best friend. His girlfriend at the time was there. So he's like, I have to tell her. I'm like, go ahead, tell her. So Nick tells his girlfriend and, she gives me a hug and everything's all good. We continue to party that night. We had a good time that night. Lots of drinking. We leave like around 2:30 from the club. Then I take off and go to my parents' place because I still want to tell my sister. By the time I get home to my parents' place, it's like 3:30 in the morning. I go into my sister's room. I turn on the light, and she's like, "What's going on with you? What's up?" So I tell her, "There's a reason I wanted you to go out with us tonight." She's like, "Okay, what's up? What's going on?" It took me a while to get it out. I said it. I'm gay. She was caught off guard a little bit. She was cool with it. She's like, okay, I still love you. You're my brother. That made me feel so good. Next was my brothers. The next one I told was my brother, Lupo. He was cool with it. Didn't bother him. Then Alfonso, my youngest brother, was next. He was cool with it. Didn't have a problem. After that, I started to tell my really close friends, people in my circle. I told them, a few of them were caught off guard and they questioned me, like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm sure. I've been living with this secret my entire life. I've always known that I was different. So yes, I'm sure. So my friends were cool with it. Being from the Bay Area, being gay is not a big deal. But I was still afraid that I was going to be rejected, not accepted by my friends and family. So I considered that all practice, telling my siblings and my close friends first. For my folks, my parents, that was all practice. It took me a few months to finally get the nerve to tell my mom. Of course, I wasn't going to tell my dad first. I told my mom on Valentine's Day, 2000 and I believe it was 7? Yeah, 2007. So I go to the house. My youngest brother was home. He already knew what I was going to tell my mom. So I get there and I tell my mom, I need to talk to you. There's something that I've been meaning to tell you. Sit down. So we both sat down. I couldn't get it out. I couldn't say it. My younger brother had to step in and he told my mom, he's not joking around. This is really serious. He needs to tell you this. My mom just started to freak out. This look on her face, this fear. She was getting ready to cry. She was so worried. She probably thought I was going to tell her, hey, I'm dying. So I finally got it out. I said it. Ma, soy gay. Mom, I'm gay. You should have seen the look on my mom's face. She was so relieved. She said, that's it? That's all you had to tell me? Yeah, so my mom was cool with it. Then she tells me, when are you going to tell your father? I looked her in the eye. I said, I can't tell that man that. That's your job. You're going to have to do that. I thought my mom was going to take a couple days, a week, month to take it all in, to process. I take off, go in my car. I'm driving. All of a sudden, my phone rings. I pick it up. It's my dad calling. I'm like, hey, pa, ¿qué pasa? My dad says, I just talked to your mother. As soon as he said that, I already knew my mom had told him. Keep in mind, my dad, very old school, traditional Mexican man. And what he told me just blew my mind. He said, you're not the only one that's going through this. You're my son, and I love you. I was shocked. My dad telling me that, saying that to me, didn't question me at all. Yo, shout out to my pops, man. Rest in peace, pops. My friends are still my friends. My family is still my family. It's one of the best things I've ever done. I didn't want to live in fear anymore. I couldn't live a lie. I had to do it. So be you. Don't be afraid. I'm here for you. If you have any questions, concerns, hit me up on Twitter, Josser, Josserm. Be you. Live your life. Be happy. Happy National Coming Out Day.